Pokemon TCG Live has many problems, and one of them was a lack of game modes. But today, my friends, that has changed as Trainer Trials is officially here, giving us a fun format to play with every 2 weeks, the first being the Singleton format. Now, the rules are extremely simple. It is the exact same as standard format, except instead of having up to 4 copies of a card in your deck, you can only play 1, except for basic energy. And with this new format, I took it upon myself to build the best deck I could in under 24 hours. And that very deck is the deck we'll be looking at today. So, what is it? We're going to be playing Dragapult, Charizard, and Espathra. Dragapult is undoubtedly the best card in the format, and I think that still kind of stands in the Singleton format alongside maybe Wellspring Ogerpon. But let's not forget this is Singleton, meaning Dragapult is just one attacker. We need more than that now. And that's where Charizard EX steps in. This is already proven in the standard format. But Sean, why the Espathra, you may ask? And that's a perfectly valid question if you was a donut. This is a new format. People are trying things out, experimenting, messing about, and I tell you what, disrupting people can be really strong in that kind of atmosphere. So Espathra can throw that off by extra turns and also, very importantly, counter Charizard EX. But of course, Wall Decks is another thing that will be quite prevalent in this format. So we do, of course, have Dragapult to deal with the likes of Cornerstone and Faragirif and all that. But we do also have Mimikyu to deal with Mimikyu itself and help against Milotic. And for our support Pokemon in this deck, we have the Dunsparce, Pidgeot, and Xatu. All for obvious reasons. Personally, I think the Dunsparce is a little bit cracked in this format. Being able to reuse a card in Singleton, that's pretty cheeky. Oh, and did I mention this is post-rotation friendly? Assuming that they're going to continue this format into the post-rotation, which I think is what they're going to do at least for the next 2 weeks. Either way, you can thank me later. Now, of course, there's 60 cards in this deck individually, so we can't go through all of them. So how about we get into some games and just let the deck speak for itself? Going first is something I don't like, and getting rid of both Pidgeot and Dragapult, I don't like either, but in Singleton, you've just got to go for consistency. So I'm going to go for Squawk and Seize here, very aggressively, mind you. Let's play Dusk Ball, and there it is. Right, this is not the best opening hand, but we are just chilling. We'll end our turn. This is like a very strange GLC, man. It's very weird because it's like GLC, but faster. It's odd. Drayton coming out as they get Cyclizer, brother. What? Wow. Okay. The one with that's the wrong one. I'm sure you must have done the wrong one. No way. Unless they're just experimenting right now. There's an Arbok as well. Yeah, I feel like we're going to cook here. Oh, and I did forget to mention in the intro, I am on like a 10 win streak with this deck, by the way. I'm absolutely cooking. It's crazy, brother, how good this deck is. But nonetheless, they go for a power run, and I guess they're just trying to get maybe that's why they've picked it, to like get energy out. I mean, here I am, bewildered. I think what I need to do here is go into Mimikyu now to just try and buy some time, which is fine. This format is slower, of course. What am I doing? I definitely get the Night Stretcher. Am I okay? That guarantees me Dragapult next turn. I'm so fine with that. Maybe I don't go to Mimikyu then because I have Pivot here already. Unless I Crispin... no, I've already attached, haven't I? Yeah, I don't want to... I would rather just chill. I'm happy to chill and take another 30. I mean, if they want to hit the 180, that's fine as well. I just don't want to go into Mimikyu and need to retreat again with the Crispin. I'd rather have a better purpose, you know? But either way, they do attach the energy, and they are probably just going to go for a full throttle. This is what I love about new formats. These are cards you're just never going to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not good, but you get to see something different. There's Drakloak. We're going to get Dragapult ready to go. And we're talking Clavell. Absolutely wonderful. Except I can't do you just yet. I need the old Psychic. There it is. That's the Psychic. Okay. All right. No, of course I can Fez. Yeah, bro. This is just... I know it feels like a weird standard format, doesn't it, really? But everything's single, baby. Let's go for Vessel. Get rid of Evolution. And we'll get ourselves... I'll get 2 Psychic here, actually, because I've got Natu. And this actually gives me confidence to go for Clavell now, because I can Night Stretcher for Dragapult and get Natu down. So this is the thing, right? You lose Pidgeot or something like that, you're not screwed, because you have Fez, you have Natu for Draw Engine. It's kind of good. And I can actually get Xatu with Clavell, which is disgusting. So let's do that. I know I can't. It's basic Pokemon. What am I waffling about? That's fine. We'll just get these free. Just clog up the old hand, why don't we? Just clog it all up. There's Flittle. That could come in kind of clutch. We do need another attacker. So I guess we'll work on Espathra now. And then just go for Phantom Dive. And I'll take out the Ekans, actually. I see what you're trying to do with your old Arbok, okay? I'm not letting that slide. No shots. Now, if we could just get a Gust, that would be good. disgusting in this deck I've not really respected. I've got like just the boss and like a counter. I didn't go for Lissie's appeal or anything like that. Maybe that can punish me. I don't know, because it'd be nice to have that on the bench and then take it out that way. But yeah, this is a really important thing when it comes to singleton, is being able to keep going and playing even when losing critical cards early on. And that's why I think this deck's really good, because it can just get on with things. We do also have Ursaluna in here as well, so don't worry. We're kicked out, bro. You got all the big boys. As I don't know, I wanted to use that Jacq, but I guess it doesn't matter. They are indeed chilling. They flip the script here, getting Brute Bonnets. A-spec in this deck. You may see some points, so stay tuned. I'm curious as to which ones you think it will be. I'll give you a hint. It is not Crystal. So stay tuned and you might see it come out eventually. Regardless, they do Adrenabrain. Now, they can't full throttle, right? They just have to retreat. Yeah, so they're going to do that switch cut. Of course, this format isn't actually post-rotation right now. It ain't no Poto, bro. Not yet. That happens tomorrow. I'm curious. I think this format, this Singleton does post-rotate as well, meaning all these cards will leave Singleton as well. I believe so. That's why I built this post-rotation proof. Hello, speak of the devil. Right, let's go for a Xatu. And I believe this is a boss play. I think I boss up Cyclizar, take out Clefairy. They're going to get to put 30 on me of Monkey Dory. But that's fine. It does put me in range of a Bloodmoon Ursaluna though, but I'm prepared to deal with that, I think. So let me just boss up the Cyclizar and just go for Phantom Dive. Also, this is why I believe that when I spread this damage around, it's harder for Monkey to deal with. Yeah, I also believe that Dragapult's good because there's a lot of like Clefairies and Budews running around too. People are getting really cheeky with their low HP Pokemon in this format, almost because they kind of have to, right? It's Singleton. You have to play obscure cards. Dragapult's going to prey on that, baby. Nonetheless, we are cooking. They're going to Pecharunt out. I do like the poison vibes. I think there is a poison deck in this format, but here's the thing. This format's only lasting like 2 weeks, so there's not much exploration you could really do. Just mess around and have some fun. And if you just want to get some wins, then this is definitely the way to go, I think. Just to grind out the battle pass in a fun way. Because I believe like this format or these like trainer trials, because they do apply to the battle pass, correct? Because assuming they do, it's going to be a really good way to grind, because you're going to get a lot more experimental decks. A game, especially when you play strong decks like this, games are going to end very quickly and you're just going to absolutely farm the battle pass rewards in comparison to playing ranked, where, you know, it's going to be a lot more intense, right? And competitive. So this seems like a really good deck to just farm with. Have they got... No, they've attached to Lugia, haven't they? E-Switch! Oh my God! Bro, they're cooking. They're going to Hyper Whirlpool me? Nah, no shot. No shot. Are you getting the heads that you need? No way, heads. No? Okay, I'll take what... That's fine. You want to do that? That's okay. What are you going to get rid of here? You're going to get rid of the Psychic. All right. I can't lie. It seems a bit silly to be attacking with Dragapult here now. And maybe I get the Espathra out. It's already hitting 150. And I don't want to lean into Monkey Dory. So I think Espathra actually is the play. I think we go for it. Okay, I'm just gonna Arven, just reluctantly, you know, let's go for that bad boy. Didn't check if I have it in do you know what? I really should be deck checking here. Like, I really should be. I'm gonna Town Store to bounce off the poison damage, and I will actually check my deck because I might not have it. There we go. There's the Espathra. All right, that's fine. I wasn't even worried in the first place. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll get rid of Counter Defiance because I don't think we're going to be much behind on prizes this time around, so that's cool. Let's get Espathra, and we will simply Clairvoyant Sense. I'm gonna save that Energy Search for if I need it. Going up. I don't think I'm taking... Oh, okay. Got it already. That's great. Let's go for the switch. How much are we hitting? Yeah, 150. And I want to be cautious with my energy usage right now. Well, I do have a rod. Yeah, no, I can rod the energy. That's fine. So maybe do I attach here? Or do I attach to Dragapult? No, do you know what? I am going to hold the energy because I don't know where to put that. Cyball coming in now, though. So they do need to commit an extra energy to attack with Lugia now, which is very useful. Oh, they just attached to Monkey. They do realize... Wait, what? You realize you... Dazzling Gaze? Somebody's not reading. Or they have something else in mind. They've already played an E-Switch, so they can't play another one. You're leaving me curious, my friend. If they just passed her, the Espathra has cooked here. Absolutely cooked for us. Coming in hugely clutch. They get a Defiance ban, that's great and all. But do you have the way to get Lugia attacking? If not, you have to retreat, right? Into like a Monkey Dory or something. No, retreating to Pecharunt, actually. What am I talking about? Just retreating to the Petch. Yeah, here's the realization. You can see now there's a long pause here because they're like, uh-oh, I can't do anything. Except, boss, Well, no, that's still the wrong move, right? Yeah, that's the wrong play. I would have bossed and retreated into this maybe to try and get some poison damage in. But whoa, okay, cheeky, calm down. It's fine. You got a knockout anyway. That was the wrong play though, because I just win. So yeah, Espathra gets us there. We force them to kind of work around it, and that's what Espathra wants to do. So I am happy with it. Let's Cyball, full of knockout, and see if in the next game we can get something a little more competitive. Oh, looks like we have a mirror of some sort, which is going to be interesting. I like the fact that I'm going second, though. It means I can go for Budew if I have it. That'd be really nice. But speak of the devil, we actually have a competitive matchup here. Pokestop coming in, so this isn't post-rotation. You fraud. They did have to get rid of Dragapult already? And Crispin? That's insane, bro. You do not want that to happen straight up. But here we are. Wait, what? Wait, what? Larry's skill. Discard your hand and search your deck for a Pokemon, a supporter card, and a basic Whoa. That seems actually really good in Singleton. Why has that card not hit me? I mean, you don't need it in this deck, but that is cheeky. The only issue is it doesn't get an item card, so you can't just get, like, rare candy straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'm assuming that was a balancing thing. Right. It really depends what I want to do here. I can go for Budew, or I can TM Evo into some cards. I can Evo into Drakloak. I like Evoing it into Drakloak because it's draw. The odds of my opponent having Candy, Candy and a recovery for Oh, no, they did just recover Dragapult with Rod. Okay. So Candy Dragapult's extremely unlikely. So I think just trying to get a play where I get Dragapult out is probably the best. In that case, no Natu. I'm probably just gonna go for Dunsparce then and go for the TM Evo play, you know. So let me Nest Ball here. I could also Candy Pidgeot afterwards. So I think I do Nest Ball for Pidgeot as well, and then Arven, getting myself Evolution and Candy. Right, this seems good. Oh wait, was I meant to Arven for Ultra Ball? It's fine, don't wait. Okay, it's fine. It's all right. I know what I'm doing. Let's go for a TM Evo, and I'll Evo into Drakloak and a Dunsparce, which is a lot of draw next turn, and I like that. And you can item lock me all you want, all right? At the end of the day, all I need to do is get a Xatu, which I think is priced. I don't know, I don't think it is. Xatu, Dragapult, I mean, it's possible. Here comes the Nest Ball. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve. Regidrago? Okay. Maybe this is a Regidrago deck instead, and it just plays a Dragapult line because it can. Wait, maybe, but the energy's weird though. Fire, Grass, and Psychic? I'm so curious. Are you really going to go for a Celestial Roar? Look, I'm happy, all right, because you have so many, like, liable Pokemon I can just knock out, and finding Turos and Pennies in this kind of format is hard. So, mate, I'm so chill with this. Let's see how it goes, though. They get rid of... Bro, I think Pokestop in this format is terrible. What? Yep. Bro, what the hell? They completely just ruined themselves. They got punished so hard. Oh my God, this is a laugh. Well, I'm sure that blunder was a good omen for the next game. So why don't we find out and get into the next one? Well, this is an awkward start. I mean, we have TM Evo, we have Colress, that's fine. I'm super reluctant with this card, though, because you can just slot a 1 of Kyurem in your deck and just punish people who play this. But it seems like we're playing some sort of wall deck. Okay, so I have to play intelligently? Oh my God, we're so done for. Yikers. Well, in that case, I think I need to TM Evo into a Charmander to get Charizard out, but I don't want Charizard. I want Dragapult. So in that case, I do need to Ultra Ball. I Ultra Ball away Defiance Band, and I think Charizard. Turo is critical for picking up this thing. So yeah, I have to TM Evo into... That feels rough. Unless... No, but I can't. Espathra's not going to be good here. So I have to just get Dragapult. All right. If that's what you're demanding, then that's what I'll give her. Unless... Because I can... Okay, I'm going to reveal the ace spec, boys. It's Grand Tree. We can Grand Tree into Dragapult next turn. So maybe I don't TM Evo. Okay, so have I just wasted an Ultra Ball? No, I didn't. Okay. No, I think I just attach here and pass. Unless I... Oh, okay. This is going to be stupidly risky, but I like risks. And so I'm going to take it. I'm going to Turo now and pick up Ursaluna. It's dangerous. This is very dangerous. Dangerous enough that I am just going to hope for the best. Hey, listen, if it pays off, it pays off. I don't mind just going straight Dragapult and attacking. I don't care. Itchy Pollen. All right, baby. I think we made the right call. Picking up that Ursaluna, and unfortunately, we can't go straight for any... Well, actually, no, I can. Oh, my God, to get the... Yeah, this is cracked. Okay. Thank you very much, mate. I am cooking. Go for Grand Tree. In comes Dragapult, and we can instantly set up the KO for the Ogerpon. How? How are you responding to me, bro? That's disgusting. Jesus, Phantom Dive. And that's why you gotta risk it for a biscuit sometimes, because when it pays off, mwah, chef's kiss it is. Jesus. Now, they could try Ghost Trap Me. That's something they can do. But getting a turn 2 Dragapult in this deck just seems so consistent. Or at least getting one out soon. Maybe not turn 2. Maybe I'm waffling. But I don't know. This deck just gets Dragapult out. It really gets an attacker out so nicely for an evolution deck. Yeah, there's the counter catcher, though. We did anticipate that. Just give me an energy, please. I want to just crush them where they stand. As they do go for a Rotom. Are they going to go for a Crespin here? That's what I'm curious about. Let's see what they got. I'm assuming they got Arven with the old Stone Arena, which means they're not attacking unless they have the Crystal. No, they're trying to get something from the prize. Maybe they're trying to get a Mimikyu or something. No, it's Charmander. Okay, so this isn't a wall deck as much as I thought. They're trying to set up a Charizard. Right, okay, so we're not out. Oh, okay, now we're not out of the woods, especially with a TM Evo. That can cause some problems as soon as Zard comes out, but if we can get ourselves better established, that'd be quite nice. I have been hella aggressive. And I'm gonna continue to be. Let's go for a retreat into Dragapult, and I'm gonna just keep swinging. I guess I'll put 1 on the Fez and 5 on the Rotom. Actually, no, I'll put 4 on the Fez in case we see a switch cart. Obviously, I can't touch the Charmeleon because of its ability, but if they switch cart Fez, then it is still okay to be knocked out. There we go. Look, it's great having energy, but I need Pokemon, bro. Zard now is doing... Oh, wait, I think Zard's doing 300 with a Defiance Band, right? Did we dodge it by 10 damage? Oh, my lord. Oh, they're going to Defiance Band Radzard, interestingly enough. I guess that's a lot of play you're making before using Fezandipiti, by the way. Iono, okay, I'm all for that, actually. Their sequencing so strange. Wouldn't it have been better to tree into... Iono tree into Charmeleon? No? Okay, wait, what? Oh, they had Charmeleon last turn. Oh, they did, didn't they? Yeah, of course. That's why I didn't put damage count. I'm such a donut. But in all seriousness, you are at a point where you just cannot KO me. Except, my hand is terrible. Oh my god, I've just seen what I've been Iono'd into. Oh, Jesus. Okay. All right, mate. If you want to come punch me with a Zard, that's fine. I'll at least get a swing in. But I'm curious as to... Oh my god. Actually, do you know what? Thank you. Fine, we lose the Grand Tree. But if I can set Zard up for an Ursaluna KO, eventually we're not going to even need evolutions to win this game. And I can also still get a Espathra. Or maybe I get a Flittle instead. That might be better. Yeah, I think Flittle's actually better to get out because that's an easier way to deal with Charizard than Ursaluna. At least for now. Crespin as well. Okay, let's go for Artisan. And I need Draw, basically. But for now, I think Flittle is the move. I'll throw Pidgey down. I'll throw Budew down. And then I will Crespin some energy onto my Flittle. It's a bit risky committing like this, but with 2 energy, Flittle does Oko Zard, if I'm correct, right? And we will receive Draw off of Fezandipiti. So as it stands, I think I'm pretty well prepared. Man, I wish I played a Radiant Alakazam because it would have just been game with the Dene if I had a way to get a basic. But it is what it is. I think right now I need to soften the Zard up just to be on the safe side, I think. Yeah, I think that's the play. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. Oh, Carmine, hello. That, my friend, is a Draw supporter. I think the Espathra is going to come in again and absolutely kill it. And this is also why I put Espathra in, all right? So I mentioned the other things at the start, but playing a deck that is exclusively evolution attackers, exclusively stage 2 attackers, that can get very dicey at the late game with Ionos and stuff. So, of course, we have Ursaluna to help with that, but to have a stage 1 attacker that's very low maintenance is also massive. Because of the lack of gusting in this format, or consistent gusting, it is easier to just throw a basic down and just get it set up the turn afterwards without worrying about getting gust KO'd, you know? At least that's my explanation and understanding. They go for a Super Rod, recovering just the energy. They're not going to get Radzard back, which I think is what they should have done. They probably didn't have an out to it, but you definitely Radzard, right? You do not want to put a 2 prize really active. That's the worst thing you want to do right now. Oh, wait, they're just going to Thornton? Bro, this format's full of surprises. Oh my god, the Zard is back, and things just got a little bit more interesting. Okay, that's scary. That's very scary. You're still not at an Ursaluna level yet. Oh, okay. Well, I could item lock you and try and go for try and find a boss on Zard or something for game. Maybe item lock's better here in terms of... Oh my god. Hi, hello. Let's Artisan quickly. I think getting a Charmander now makes sense. I do have a Rod to recover the Zard. Espathra's an attacker, Charizard's an attacker, Ursaluna's an attacker. Unless I Mimikyu, because right now we might need to do... Do you know what? I think just getting Charmander up and going for a potential candy play might be better, unless it's actually better to get Pidgey. Oh no, I don't have Pidgey. Okay. I'm going to go for Charmander. That or the Dunsparce. I don't know, to be fully honest, but I'm just going to go straight in here. I think I Vessel and attach a Psychic to the Flittle. Also got a note that we are only one fire in deck, so we need to recover that as well. And we do have the Flittle, but I just don't... We have the boss. We have everything. We just need it next turn. All right, so let me flip the script. And from here, I think, yeah, if I come in Espathra take a KO, I just lose. They could, though, retreat and boss. So in that case, oh, they could, have they counter catched yet? They have. Okay, that's massive. All right. I'm going to go for Itchy Pollen because obviously what they want to do is retreat and gust. Now, with Itchy Pollen, switches offline. Oh, wait, Counter Catch would have been offline as well. What am I waffling about? So they need to get the Zard out of the active. So what they can do is go for Latias and then gust up Espathra with Zard. Obviously, they need to get an energy on it to attack, but that's something they can do. I'm just hoping they don't have the play, so then I can just boss up the Charizard for game. That's the plan. They could also Iono. Oh, Lumineon is scary. Roxanne. Oh, no. Yeah, that's concerning. We're getting hit hard with Disruption, man. Big time. But we have a lot of stuff in the deck to work with. Maybe I should have thinned out, maybe. I don't know. In Singleton, I'm always like super concerned about thinning out my deck because everything's like... It's one of. You could throw away a card that you're like, oh, I need that. But no, I think that's correct. Oh, okay. Kofu, I'm fine with. Cyrano, not good right now, unless we get top deck a rare candy, which we don't. So I'm just going to straight up Kofu. Doesn't really matter, I guess, that order. And what do we get? Not there yet. We do get a Pidgeotto. That's pretty good as well. Okay, so do I get Mimikyu out? Do I get Xatu out? That's a good question. I think the Dunsparce is better. So I'm just going to go into the Dunsparce and just Itchy Pollen again. I swear, if they boss Zard KO me, I'm going to flip because I'm getting cooked by hand disruption right now. And you know what? I kind of like this. This feels like what Standard wanted to be, right? A format where you can come back. At least Singleton creates situations like this more than Standard, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, you still got Fez. Penny! Okay, that's not a boss. We know counter's gone. You're going to Electromagnetic Sonar. Put a trainer from your discard pile into your hand. You're going to recover Counter Catch, aren't you? You're going to recover Counter Catch. Bro, did Jenny? Who'd have thought a card like that would do well here? But look at it pop off. The thing is, though, if you recover Counter Catch, I can item knock you. So that can't be the play, right? What are you going to go for? Another Roxanne, maybe? That would be silly. What else could you do here? You could get Rod back. But that's kind of pointless. I think all these cards here aren't that useful for their next turn. So yeah, they're just going to grab Iono. Yeah, I think they realize there's not much they could actually do with that. Oh my God, that's just Jacq. Okay, we're safe, baby. We are indeed very safe. So I'm one run away from getting Charizard out later on. Okay, that's an insane top deck, bro. I cannot believe we just did that. Nah. Just no. Crazy stuff. So what I can do here then is probably Rod, right? Because I can, unless I just get boss. I mean, they're going to hand disrupt me though, right? They can want to KO my Pidgeot, but that's with Zard, and I respond with Espathra. So I actually am just kind of chill right now, I think. So I think I do Rod and just get Zard back. So I have an optional attacker now going forward with some energy. Okay, yeah, we're cooking. That's good. And then I think we just go again with the Itchy Pollen for now and hold the energy for potential retreats. Let's see. They do bench an Ursaluna. That's a cheeky boy there. They do attach. I'm assuming they're just going to come with that. Iono, again, bro, no problem. We have Pidgeot, we're fine. Watch me get a no, okay. Imagine I got boss of that as well. We did get Tera Orb, which is a cracked card in this deck, by the way. And they just grab a Defiance Band with the Dene. But yet again, Espathra coming in absolutely clutch. I think this is a really good meta call for the Singleton format. There's just loads of decks that are just like, wait, what? And they can't deal with it. So let's bust up Charizard and let's just finish the job with a 360 knockout. And that is absolutely perfect. GG's. Well, there you have it, lads and ladies. What I think is the best deck I could possibly build in this shorter period of time for the Singleton format. So if you want to just grind the battle pass, then this deck is a great way to do it. But we'll leave it there. Do leave a like. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.